Hello there. It's day 42 of a screenwriter's journey and a screenplay's journey. Left off right in the middle of a scene, one of my favorite scenes on this page. uh, Sorry. Anyways, I don't even know what's going on here. I got a frog in my throat. I left my pink lemonade that I was using the other day in the other room. Oh yeah. They're in the hotel room, not super excited about what's going on, and it's kind of. I just keep tweaking this dialogue. Abby is trying to remain optimistic, and what can we do? What can we do? Gary, kind of the wet blanket, just out of a sense of maybe helplessness, not a ton of fear, I don't think, somewhat. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. And while you're at it, subscribe and share and hit that like button. Oh, I've heard so many people say that I can't stand it anymore. But if you need a break, watch The Key on Amazon Prime. Search my name and The Key. Tell me what you think. Made for $1,500 over about 18 months. Anyways, so yeah, Gary, again, this is rewritten stuff. Um, but Gary is really, as he has before, he's sort of getting on Holly in different ways at different times. But the point is always the same, that he's upset with her that she let this happen in his eyes. Of course, who would have known, or who knows if she would have gone in with him, if the guys would have taken her out, excuse me, or exactly what had happened. So he's I think he's mad, but he's also frustrated. And as he said there, if you hadn't been so eager to start your new job, none of this would have happened. And Abby, trying to play the peacemaker, wants him to stop. And then another thing, like at the top of 66, when Holly's like, "What do you think?" and Abby says, "Got it." Just like a phone call, just like a car horn, just like an explosion. You can always have someone break in and change this topic, assuming you've set it up. If there's a knock on the door and it's like, "You won the lottery," and there's no foreshadowing, that's not the best. But in this case, it didn't take Abby long to find the building that matches what they're watching on the TV. And I have to say, hindsight being 2020, now that it's a little bit later and I've had a chance to rethink this, maybe or maybe not, this scene holds up. Tell me what you think. I've rewritten it a few times here, but it's mostly been in the tweaking, because I did really want them to find the location. But as maybe you'll see if you stick around and keep watching this, what's now a very long running series, being 42 days, that maybe there's a slight fault in the logic, but maybe not, because as Gary says, what are you going to do? Call an Uber? Somebody needs a Snickers bar. Oh, that's one of those lines that it's like, oh, that's so hilarious, because obviously of the advertisements. Not sure that that's going to make it, but I do think it. I just am rereading that now for the first time since I wrote it, and it is pretty funny. And then, so this is another problem. Holly suddenly shifts, and she said, "How about dinner?" And I think that was Gary's excuse to use the same line about pizza that his brother did. But then we're moving on to this part about, this cut. I just couldn't resist this when he says they better have a damn good continental breakfast, and then you cut. And I think you've all eaten in those hotels where they have those cereal dispensers. So this was a case of falling in love with a line of dialogue and a scene. How long will I stay in love with it? Will we get divorced? Will we be separated? Will something come between us? You'll have to wait and see. And then, so Abby is saying, I need to ask you something. And Gary is saying, I don't have a secret crush on her now anymore. So it's another one of those lines where it's kind of funny, I hope. But did he really have sort of a crush on her? Because I alluded to that in my commentary a couple of days ago. And obviously throughout the script when he said something about it wouldn't, hurt your pretty little face, or you wouldn't have your looks or something. So there's that hint in there that, like I said, it's not like a romantic thing, but maybe can a 20-year-old, I guess it wouldn't really be called a crush if a 20-year-old was, whatever. He's not like head over heels, but I don't even know how to put it. For a 36 or a 37-year-old woman, I don't know, maybe that would just be called weird. But so, again, will that survive? I don't know. But it was kind of a fun thing to play with. Now, what's going on here? I haven't written anything in a while. I must have left my computer. So what happened there is I left the recording on. I obviously have gotten rid of it, but I went and I was doing something else. I was copying files or something. So day 42 ends very unceremoniously. I'm not sure why I didn't come back and complete the thing I was working on, but that happens. Life gets in the way, especially when you're not making money doing this and you're doing it for the love of it, and because there's always a slight chance that you might one day sell something, or at least catch someone's eye, which obviously we all hope with every script we write. And hopefully with every script we write, we get a little better and we hone our craft. Arts and crafts, not my favorite subject in school. And I don't know what that has to do with anything. But thanks again for checking me out. I should restate that. For watching. And I'll see you again on a screenwriter's journey.